The Queen Bee. One time there were three princes. The two oldest princes set off into the world to have adventures, but they did silly things, wasted their money and came home. When the youngest prince was old enough, he wanted to go on adventures with his brothers. They laughed at him and said, "We know a lot, and we have still made a mess of things. Why do you think you can do better?" They called their little brother Prince Silly Billy. However, the three princes set off on their next journey together. They soon came to an anthill. The two older princes wanted to tear it down, but Prince Silly Billy said, "Don't be mean, leave the ants alone." So the princes carried on walking. Next they came to a lake with a lot of ducks paddling about. The older princess wanted to catch two of the ducks and cook them for dinner. But Prince Silly Billy said, "Leave the ducks alone, don't kill them." Further along the road, the brothers found a nest of bees in a tree. Tasty honey from the nest ran down the tree trunk. The oldest prince wanted to kill the bees and eat all the honey. The youngest prince stopped them again. Later that day, the three princes came to a creepy castle. There were many stone statues in the castle, but the only princess they met was a little old man. The old man said to the eldest prince, "1,000 pearls are hidden in the woods. Find all the pearls by the end of the day, or you will be turned into stone." The youngest prince thought it would be easy to find the pearls, but by the end of the day, he found only a handful, so he was turned into stone. Next, the second eldest prince went to look for the pearls in the woods. He was sure he did do better than his brother, but he couldn't find many of the pearls either, so he was also turned into stone. At last it was Prince Silly Billy's turn to go into the woods. He had only found a few of the pearls when suddenly along came all the ants he did saved earlier. They did came to help and very quickly found all the pearls. The old man said Prince Silly Billy had done well, but the test is not over. He went on, "Now you must find the key to the princess's room. The key is at the bottom of the lake." Prince Silly Billy went to the edge of the lake, but didn't know how he could ever find the key. His heart sank. But just then the two ducks he had saved earlier came to help. They dived to the bottom of the lake and brought back the key. The old man took Prince Silly Billy inside, where three princesses were sleeping. "You must guess which is the youngest princess, to break the spell and wake them." The old man said, "The princesses all look the same age." Prince Silly Billy didn't know how he could guess how was the youngest princess. Just then the bees he did saved earlier came to his rescue. The queen bee remembered the youngest princess had eaten some honey before the spell was put on her. So the queen bee landed on the lips of each princess and tasted honey on the lips of one of them. This was the youngest princess, the queen bee told Prince Silly Billy. And when he guessed right, the spell was broken. The two elder princes had everyone in the castle who had been turned to stone woke up. Prince Billy married the youngest princess, and his two brothers never dared laugh at him again.